Oh, say does that star-spangled banner...
And we talk about experimenting with lineups early on, DB. What are some examples of that?
Well, you can have two extremes, right, in the modern NBA. Most teams need some sort of small ball lineup that they finish with, but we are also increasingly starting to see teams play with multiple bigs on the floor. You have to be able to have multiple tools in your toolbox.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. MP out there with Derek White. And it's Hart in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Now, here's MP. Pass to Brown. And there's the foul. It's on Nolan Torrey. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
MP right side. Here's White. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's the 3. Porter, no luck. And so, MP will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a three-point game. Hart the pass to MP. And all is good.
Well, the catch-and-shoot game is definitely in the bag of MP.
Here's Torrey, covered by MP. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Jordy Fernandez and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Coach showed nothing but respect for Derek White. He told me White is the ultimate glue guy. He's not worried about his stats. Instead, he fills in the gaps and does whatever is necessary to help his team win. He is truly an unselfish player. Back to you, Kevin.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. And the Nets with possession here. Following the three-pointer by MP. It's deflected. White the pass to Brown. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, that's where you use your athleticism and agility if you're Jaylen Brown, navigating to a high-percentage look.
Pass to Wolf. Porter outside. The rebound by Kay.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
Now here's Brown. Claxton with the steal. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. It's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
One of the things you love about MP is his appreciation for the history of the game, studying the former great players, weaving their strengths into his game.
And the Nets making a change here. Demons checked in.
This is definitely not the guy to foul. He loves getting to the free throw line. Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display. Origins on his way to the cup.
Nets trail by 5. Outside, Porter. Pass to Demon. Here's Wolf. 6 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Thomas, no good. Celtics leading by 5. No doubt, Jaylen Brown is one of the most gifted isolation scorers in the league right now, Doris.
He is one of those guys, Kevin, that you do not want to be defending on an island. Jaylen Brown is an elite athlete, but he is also a 3-level scorer, which makes him almost impossible to handle.
Now here's Thomas. Hasn't made one yet. Launches from deep. Jason Tatum grabs the board.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And the Nets with possession here. Following the three-pointer by Derek.
But didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. MP, no good. Nets trail by 6. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Thomas passes to Claxton. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
And let's take a look now at some stats for White. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged 10 points per game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the bucket by the Celtics. Wolf passes to Thomas. Here's Demon, covered by MP. Porter, no luck.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Wolf. He has yet to score. Here's Thomas. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
You just can't let Cam Thomas get that kind of position. It's playing with fire. He's got such a knack to score it.
Here's MP. And the rejection by Claxton. Pass to Demon. Here's Wolf. Oh, good on the triple. Here's MP. Good on the bucket. MP's got 12 points in the game.
But you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
Claxton finds Porter. Here's Demon. Covered by MP. Pass to Thomas. Offline with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Wolf, guarded by Tatum. Stolen by Tatum. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Brown the pass to Tatum. Porter with the steal. And Thomas has it in the corner. And another turnover here by Brooklyn.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And so the... And so it's Boston with it. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. On the court right now for the Celtics. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Olynyk is out there with Barnes. And it's Kay in at the point. Here's Traoré. His last outing, he had 8 points. Hardaway against White. Just 5 to shoot. Hardaway passes to Wolf. And stolen by Barnes. Here's Kay. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. The Nets have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
Now here's White. 10 points for him. Here's Olynyk. Nails the baby hook. Olynyk's got his first basket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Traore. And here's Porter. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And the dunk by MP.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Pass to Traore. Porter against Brown. Outside Hardaway. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hardaway has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
MP kicks to Olynyk. Here's Traore, covered by MP. And Claxton throws it down.
Claxton, an elite finisher at the rim. That is nicely done.
The kick out to Tatum. No good with the triple.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open, and yet somehow comes away empty.
Pass to Porter. Outside Hardaway. From past the arc. Rebound by Olynyk.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
MP dishes to White. Now here's Olynyk. And the dunk by MP.
Oh, to have young legs. MP gets off his feet in a hurry for that finish.
And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Thomas checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Austin also with the sub. Mitchell's checked in. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bulls was tremendous. He had 63 points, and he was very efficient with his shooting, with a solid percentage in both field goals and free throws. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could be without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
Austin with the ball, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. MP kicks to Tatum. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Jacks up a three. Rebound, Brooklyn. Wolf got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Thomas. Off target from three-point range.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for
Hardaway against Mitchell. It's Thomas outside. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Porter with it. Picked up by Brown. Porter against Brown. Wolf. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
The lead pass is on the money. Make it so easy for your teammate.
Mitchell passes to Kay. 1:49 left here in the second. Mitchell kicks to Brown. Tatum setting the pick for Brown. Here's Garza. That shot is off. Good defense by Claxton. Here he goes, and he jams it with authority.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Now here's Tatum. Guarded close. Busted. No good that time either. Last game for the Celtics. They pick up the win against Chicago.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
And there's the bucket from MP.
You can see MP just looking to continue to refine that three-point shooting.
Nets trailed by 19. Thomas surveying the D. Here's Porter. Rebounded by the Celtics. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
You take nothing for granted. These teams are very familiar with one another, and we expect a close contest.
Whitehead's checked in for Hardaway. Hart, he's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Mitchell. It's Thomas on the wing. Covered by MP. Yep, that one goes. Thomas got 5 points in the quarter.
Just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Baseline Justin Celtics. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Right back after this break.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Boston Celtics.
This has been a weight room game. They're just stronger on the glass, and they're playing with a mean streak, guys.
Man, what do you know about weight rooms, Kenny?
He knows how to avoid them.
Ooh.
And moving along, a metric for that first half. Love me some metrics. Checking out the top performer on each team. And that is a wrap. Now,
and as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. MP really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Thomas on the wing. He's joined by Porter. Then there's Traore. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Wolf in at the power forward. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. And a guy who has a quick release and has distance to his shots. Derek Whitehorse converts his chances.
You know what, Kev? There's so many things to love.
White's got 15 points.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
Right wing. Outside Thomas. Lets it go from the wing. No good on the shot. White with the defensive effort. Moving it up. And the dunk by Brown.
Look out below. Jaylen Brown off his feet.
And for the Nets, they're shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Unloads from 13. Traore can't hit.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Traore. He's got 6. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Brown against Porter. Clock at 6. Outside Thomas. Shoots over White.
Boy, they feel tense to start the second half. They are 1 for 5, guys.
Brown finds MP. Here's Tatum. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 3rd assist on the night. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Thomas against White. Outside Thomas. Shoots over White. And the Nets miss again.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's Traore. Porter passes to Claxton. Tatum against Porter. Over Tatum. And again, it's the Nets missing. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. MP dishes to Brown. Back to MP. Tatum against Thomas. MP passes to Hart. It doesn't go for him. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 40% from the field. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Thomas kicks to Porter. White against Thomas. Pass to Claxton. Oh, that's blocked. Tatum looking around. MP passes to Tatum. Tatum gets the screen from K. Pulls up from the corner. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And they've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Here's Traore. He's got 6. Outside Thomas. Can they get it? And the Nets miss again. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Tatum. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That play's about 2 things: effort and awareness by MP to track down the board and get the bucket.
Outside Thomas. Inside, here's Claxton. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got 4 rebounds now tonight. White finds MP. Hart outside. White looking around. Brown. The Celtics need to get a shot off. The 3 from Tatum. Good on the three-point shot. Tatum's got 14 points for the game.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Here's Traore, covered by MP.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Tatum with another miss.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
Upside Thomas. To halt the...
Oh, my goodness. How special a finish was that? Go ahead, Cam Thomas.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. White, good.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Traore. 6 points for him. Outside Thomas. Shoots over White. Thomas, no good.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Tatum's shot is off. Net shooting a meager 37% for the game. Pass to Traore. Now Claxton to the wing on the left. Outside Thomas. Over Tatum. And the rejection by Tatum.
There's a pride to the defensive end of the floor. Tatum sends that back.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Kevin?
Thank you, Allie. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Thomas's shot is off.
Boy, his struggles this quarter is not helping them right now. They may need to start going to somebody else on the offensive end.
Timeout called by Brooklyn.
Yeah, and his shot selection iffy at best tonight. A lot of forced, contested shots this game. He'll be lucky if he just gets a talking to here instead of a ticket to the bench.
Down low, here's Demon, and the layup falls. Demon's got 6.
Well, that's something his coaches would like to see more of from Cam Thomas, making plays for others.
And it's Hauser in the corner. The drive by MP. Count it, good.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Demon. 6 points for him. Outside Hardaway. Fires the 3. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll... And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where...
The previous play is under review.
These times make it a lot easier to determine.
The ruling on the floor stands.
See the slow motion replays. You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Porter comes in for Anthony, and it's Whitehead in for Thomas. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Hardaway. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Well, 2 things there, guys. Tim Hardaway Jr., the power, the concentration, refuses to be stopped when he wants to score.
Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Mitchell outside. And here's MP for 3. Clowney pulls it in.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime. How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
He just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. A 3 from MP. Buries the long-range jumper. MP's got 30.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
35 seconds left in the third. Pass to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Porter.
Not a problem for Porter Jr. Such a smooth release.
Over in the corner, Barnes. And here is MP. Pass to Olynyk. MP sets the screen for Olynyk. Back to MP. And so it's Boston. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Barnes. Then it's Mitchell. Then there's Sam Hauser. And it's MP in at the 1 spot. Here's K. Banked in off the glass. MP's got 32 points in the game.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game. More than makes up for it.
The Celtics shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. MP right side. Hardaway against Mitchell. Here's Demon. Off target with his three. And so MP will bring it up for Boston. When this game is done, they'll be...
Wow! Young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
Here's Demon. Pass to Whitehead. Now here's Porter. Over Barnes. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his fourth rebound in this one. Hauser finds MP. For the three. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's Demon. Outside, Porter. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Hits the three-point bomb.
Boy, a knockdown in the corner. Hardaway Jr. making it look easy.
Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. MP dishes to Barnes. Pass to Olynyk. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics. Outside, Porter lets the three fly. And again, it's Brooklyn with the three.
Boy, as strong as he's been, they're going to need him to continue shouldering the load to try to break through.
Claxton with the steal. Porter passes to Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, when Tim Hardaway Jr. starts to cook, the confidence goes through the roof, and he's working right now.
MP outside. Boston, no good that time either. Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Boston leading by 22. Mitchell kicks to MP. Back to Mitchell. Over in the corner, Barnes. Porter looking it over. Pass to Demon. Back to Porter. Here's Clowney. Covered by Barnes. Claxton a screen on Mitchell. And it's Demon missing. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
And all around the rim that time before dropping in. MP's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Pass to Porter. Nets passing it around. Hardaway for three. Rebound Boston. Barnes outside. Pritchard. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Timeout called the Nets. Some changes for Boston. Hart, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Tatum comes in for Barnes. And it's White in for Pritchard. Mitchell against Porter. To the middle. Pass to Claxton. Plays it up and banks it in.
If you look at a shot chart of Nick Claxton, it's going to be painted heavy right there.
And White kicks to MP. Now Hart off a pick from Kane. The three bangs home the trifecta. MP's got 39.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough,
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
MP sets the screen for White. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And now look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago. Then on Monday, they'll be playing against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers.
And looking at the Toronto matchup, it will be the 9th bit of action for them during this young season. Every game a step closer to the finish line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Aldridge, he's checked in for Hart. Harrison Barnes comes in for Tatum. And it's Pritchard in for Derek White. MP passes to Pritchard. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
I'll tell you, an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Pass to Thomas. Claxton, a screen on Mitchell. To the inside. Claxton with the bucket. 8 points for Nick Claxton.
Well, pretty pass by Cam Thomas there. That's a facet of his game he's got to continue to work on.
Here's Kay, and the layup's good off the glass.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Traoré, covered by MP. From deep, Thomas, and Pritchard pulls it down.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1-3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2. We understand he's the leader of this offense. They look to get him the ball every chance they get.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Pass to Thomas. Claxton, a screen on Mitchell. A shot's good from Claxton.
I love to see that. Claxton has a lean frame, but he pushes right through the contact. You love to see that kind of compete level.
Now, here's MP. Barnes dishes to MP. Barnes outside. The rebound by the Nets. Porter's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Traoré. Back to Thomas. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
And that one's good, Barnes.
He's just able to score from anywhere on the floor, but Barnes loves that high percentage area.
Pass to Thomas. To the paint, and stolen by Barnes. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. MP's got 45 points.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Traoré. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Looking to get it going. And Thomas with the lay-in. Good. Thomas got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'm not sure how we define a difficult finish for Cam Thomas. This guy finds a way through contact.
MP's shot is good.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. There's a good screen. Thomas against Mitchell. Outside Thomas. Shot clock at 5. This one for 3. And it's MP with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
The Nets shooting and hitting almost everything here in the 4th, up around 58% from the field. Outside Porter, inside, and stolen by Aldridge. Mitchell against Thomas. Here's Kay. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, being able to finish through contact, essential for MP. No one going to make it easy on the interior.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Claxton. Outside Thomas. Just 4 to shoot. Stolen by Mitchell.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Celtics.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practicing today. That's how good it was.
Count that bucket.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Pritchard passes to Kay, and a miss there on the triple. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Pass to Traore. Outside for Thomas. 16 feet away. Again, the net's for 2.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home all the way around.
As we send you over to Jennifer Quintana from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with MP, one of the stars of tonight's game. A strong scoring night for you, MP, reaching the 20-point threshold and a win for your team. That's a good night at the office.
It was all right. Win's always good, but I know I could play a lot better than that.
Ooh, how so?
I get buckets, Jennifer Quintana. You know this. 20 points, that's light work for me. But it's all good. Again, a win's a win. Next game, I know I'll drop 40 points.
Can't wait to see it, MP. Thank you.
Hey, maybe 60.
Back to you, Kevin.
As always, we appreciate it, Jen. Thanks. And that about wraps it up for Doors.